السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
هلا، حياك الله شيخ.
طيب نبدأ إن شاء الله.
تمام.
لحظة. هذا هو موضوع اليوم. قدامكم. بإذن الواحد الأحد. فنبدأ اليوم. إذا دعت الحاجة سأبعث لكم رسائل، يعني نسخة PDF. قدامنا عدة مواضيع، كما هو contents أو المحتويات. اليوم إن شاء الله نتطرق إلى ما هو الصوم، حد أو التعريف الصوم، what is the fasting. الشيء الثاني هو must fast، على من تجب الصوم. والشيء الثالث إن تمكنا هو expected from fasting، ماذا ترجون يرجى من الصوم. فمستعينا بالله وبتوفيقه، والله توفيق ولي التوفيق. أتوقع بأن يعني يوتيوب يعمل، إذا ما فرج من يعني شخص مدير الندبة إيفن اللي هو كوهوست إشعاري بذلك. I hope that YouTube is live working or still doesn't. Anyway, the first topic, the main topic, our topic during the month of Ramadan, in a weekly lecture or weekly lessons for a new learner, fasting in the month of Ramadan. Fasting in the Ramadan, this is the main topic. And there is too many subtopic. First of them is what is fasting? Yani, ما هو الصوم? The Islamic term for fasting, Siyam, this is Psalm, the singular, a fast, Psalm, Siyam, these are Arabic words. That means is the fast. It literally means, المعنى اللغوي that called in Arabic, it literally means abstaining. And as an Islamic term, it refers to abstaining completely from eating, drinking, smoking, and also sexual activities and sex from dawn until from dawn, from dawn until with the explicit intention. Intention, very important actually for the fasting in the month of Ramadan, because the Prophet Muhammad said, "Man lam yabid as-siyama fala siyama lahu." Yani, if anyone before dawn, before the dawn, before Fajr Adhan, doesn't make the tension of the fasting that day, then his fasting not will be permissible. So for the fasting of Ramadan, that is the obligatory and compulsory fasting as a pillar of Islam, must for everyone, every mature Muslim, make the tension niyyah in night before dawn or light coming, before the second adhan of Fajr. Also, you can, the philosophy of the fasting, read here. This is the translation. Those ayat, those verses of Holy Quran, in that Almighty Allah make compulsory as a pillar of Islam for Muslim ladies and gentlemen fasting in the month of Ramadan. These translation in front of you depend on the concern with ayat 183 and also 185 of Surah Al-Baqarah, where Almighty Allah is saying, يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون أياما معدودات. So this is the translation. أيضا and 185 شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان. The translation is only for the verses number 183. So as I told before, that there is an intention is first and must before the dawn coming, before the light of the morning coming in the time of Sahar or before that, and also a team of the scholar, authentic scholar, a man or women make intention from the beginning of the month of Ramadan for all month. It is also permissible, as mentioned this fatwa by Sheikh Muhammad ibn Saleh al-Uthaymeen in their several book regarding with the fasting, etiquette of the fasting in the month of Ramadan. So from dawn until sunset with the explicit intention of doing so for the sake of Allah and for the getting the regard from Almighty Allah, as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban, ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min zambihi." It means whoever, ladies or gentlemen, who is fasting with the belief that this is the pillar of the Islam and compulsory for a mature Muslim, and for the say and with the intention that Almighty Allah surely give him, accept it, and give him the regard of this fasting and this fasting and this abstinence from what he need and wish to do during from the sun from the dawn to the sun rising. So whoever is doing that, Almighty Allah is erasing his all previous sins, actually the actually the small sins. So in addition, it includes 1A behavioral level of stance from falsehood, speaking ill of other, engaging in angry talk, quarreling, indecency, and wrong behavior of any sort. These are all etiquette regarding with the fasting. A man that or woman going to keep fast, then they should be for him take himself away from anything that not is matching with a practice Muslim etiquette. There is it's an obligatory act of worship and one of the 5 pillars of Islam, as I already explained it. Denying the obligatory nature of fasting in the month of Ramadan amounts to disbelief, and avoiding fasting without genuine reason is considered as a sinful acts, means major sinful acts. It's a unique experience of self-control, sharing, and gratitude to God. So, number 6, fasting is not an ascetic or self-mortifying practice observed as a penance for sins or to appease God's worth, but it is an act of self-discipline and obedience to God, aimed at making person ever conscious of God. And the 7 number, historically, fasting during Ramadan was ordained to Muslim during the second year of Hijri, with Sana al-Sani min al-Hijra, when the Almighty Allah revealed upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The second verse says in that Allah قال يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. With voice of Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. This one, before this ayah, only one time a ayah revolted upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and this one second after migrating and after the settling in Medina Munawwara. So number 8, fasting is not something new that Islam has instituted for its adherents. It has been ordained by God for earlier people as Christian in that time when they were Muslim, and also Judaism, also including Christian, Jews, and Hindus, maybe, Wallahu Alam. Although the original practice of fasting in the earlier religion are not fully known, it is very likely that their present way of fasting has been altered. In Islam, the manner of fasting is the same as it was prescribed originally. The second subtopic in our today's lecture is the definition of the Ramadan. Ramadan is the 9th month in the Islamic calendar after Hijrah. It is begin as well as end with the sighting of a new moon. Each of it is 29 or 30 days of fasting. It can't be less than 29 and never be extra than 30. This is between 29 and 30, as you are seeing the moon sighting, according to the moon sighting. So number 2, for a Muslim, it is time out for the spiritual drill, which serves to offset one's attachment to physico-biological pursuits during the other 11 months of the year. This is the drill, but this is the exercise to make him a good practice Muslim and honest deliver for all other 11 months. By this real cell of fasting in the month of Ramadan with full condition and with fully Islamic etiquette. Number 3, it is a month of intensive devotional activity, self-discipline, and self-control. And number 4, it is the month in which God's finally revelation, the Quran, was revealed. And starting the revelation of the Quran was in the last night, last 10 nights, any night in the last 10 nights of the month of Ramadan, when the Prophet ﷺ was first time claimed that Allah revolted him as a prophet of Almighty Allah for all mankind. So first verses, اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق, revolted in the month of Ramadan. It started the revolting of the Quran in the month of the Ramadan, first time. Also, from the mighty throne, from Almighty Allah, it is one time revolted in the nearest sky from the creation, and from that sky, first sky, it complete in installment during 23 year upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The first verses was اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق, and last before the death of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, واتقوا يوما ترجعون فيه إلى الله ثم توفى كل نفس ما كسبت وهم لا يظلمون. There is during the month of Ramadan, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to allocate a degree of worship that was not set aside to any other month. His nights were spent in supplication and humiliation unto his Lord, seeking his help, supporting victory and guidance, and also reciting the mostly night, reciting the Holy Quran, also reciting the Holy Quran in the appearance of Jibril. So there is a second subtopic is who must fast. This is very important thing that I am going complete this in this session or lesson of the today. Fasting during the entire month of Ramadan is obligatory on every adult Muslim, man and woman. However, there are a few exemptions as mentioned as you will listen from me. So there are third subtopic that who are exempted from fasting. Fasting is not obligatory for some these persons. Number 1, insane person, those who are mentally unsound or not accountable for their obligations. Number 2, old person, the who are weak with age and who would suffer physically harm from fasting. Number 3, sick person, patient or sick person, those who are sick and fasting is likely to affect their health, physical health or psychological health severely, a little headache or a similar indisposition or a minor injury is not a valid excuse. These persons not really a valid excuse. They should compulsory be fast. So number 4, travelers. Those traveling long distance may be exempt from observing fast during the course of traveling. Number 5, pregnant women, nursing mothers. They may be exempt from observing fast if it is like to endanger their own health and or the health of their infant child or baby who is feeding from their chest. But they should to complete this number after the Ramadan when their health will be recover or suitable, or either they should give the fidya, a kind of charity to the poor people, for one day fasting, 1.5 kg grain, and for whole month of Ramadan, 45 kg. So there is number 6, women during menstruation and confinement. Women during the period of the menstruation, maximum 10 day and not maximum, it is normal, but the maximum 15 day, as the Jamhur scholar is saying, the majority of the scholars, and in confinement. After childbirth, must not fast even if they can and want to fast. Number 7, children. Fasting is not obligatory for the children before the age of puberty or maturity. However, it is recommended to encourage them to fast as an exercise, just as an exercise, step by step as they grow. For example, small children may fast for half a day or so to get excuse to made to fasting, or if they are capable to fast, they can do so far a day or a few days if they are under the legal responsible age. There is a number 4, compensation for not fasting during Ramadan. Inshallah, this topic is very important. We will discuss this topic, compensation for not fasting during the month of Ramadan. This main topic, and it's under all the subtopic we will discuss in detail in coming Wednesday, same time, according Saudi time, 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Inshallah, may Allah bless you. نعم أخوات، بارك الله فيك. نكتفي على هذا القدر. إذا كان هناك أسئلة لدى أي واحدة فلتتفضل مشكورين. بارك الله فيكم. ما الظاهر اليوم على حضور ولا مستعن. إيش رأيكم إذا نجعل دروس بعد الساعة 4 إلى 5 قبل الإفطار؟ I think that's enough. If there is any question, would like anyone to ask, so most welcome. During 1 second, I am going to finish the meeting.